Hey everyone, thank you for watching this episode of Let's Get Things Straight. I just want to quickly point out exactly what's going on in this episode. Long story short, me and Lurk are sick as fuck. Like, she's got a cold and a bad cough. I'm getting a really, bad headache, and I'm feeling lightheaded and sick. And, but we wanted to record because we just wanted to, just vent about some shit that went on, in our school years. And, the beginning of the podcast was us trying to set up, and there was like some weird issues going on, but we both thought it was kind of hilarious, so we decided to leave that in. And in the first half of us describing what we're going to be talking about in this episode, she kept coughing and interrupting what I was saying, and we both thought that was just so hilarious that we should not have edited. We shouldn't have edited it out. So most of this episode is an uncut just mess, so bear with us. We hope you enjoyed the episode anyway. We hope you enjoy our suffering, and you are a trooper if you sat through us suffering and being sick and just being annoyed that we're interrupting each other. And if you sat through this, you win no prize. We all suffer through shit, and we barely win enough prizes as it is. But as a family together, we can survive. That got really dark. Anyway, enjoy the episode.
Your systems are offline.
You're listening to Let's Get Things Straight with Alerco02 and RCK Films. Fuck bitches and level up.
Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of I'm echoing. Wait, what?
Why are you echoing?
Hello everyone? Yeah, why am I echoing? I can hear myself.
Are you echoing in your own head?
No, I can hear myself from you.
What do you mean? You're in my head.
Are you sure you have your headphones plugged in all the way? Or am I just so loud in your headphones?
Are you that loud in my headphones?
Am I that loud in your headphones?
Maybe you were?
Hello
There's
everyone.
no way.
Hello everyone. I still hear myself!
I don't know, man. My headphones are pretty good. They shouldn't be echoing like that.
Why me?
Because when you talk, I don't see my ring light up, so it ain't me.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Let me see if the rewrite pops up. Okay. Hello everyone.
That's all today's podcast is going to be. Hello, everyone. Fuck. Hello, everyone. God damn it.
Okay, here we go. I swear to God.
Hello, everyone. Fuck.
Hello everyone. All right, we're good. All right. Should I leave that in?
Yeah, hell yeah, you're leaving that in.
I'm leaving that in. Welcome to another episode.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Let's Get Things Straight. I'm Lurk, that sick boy.
I want to fucking die. You're sick too.
Everyone knows that I was sick a bit ago. My cough has just been irritating me the last 3 days, and Robin's starting to get the sick.
It comes and goes, just like my sex life. Mostly goes.
Mostly goes.
Mostly goes. I'm not sure if everyone remembers, but Chicago is dealing with the polar vortex, and it fucking blows. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the weather. I mean, winter. I love winter, but only when it gets 30 or so, and a little bit of snow. I mainly like fall. I like cooler weather. I hate summer weather. I hate hot. But this is fucking ridiculous.
His dick is just inverting at this point.
My dick fell off. That's I forgot that was me. My dick fell off.
Oh no, my dick.
My nipples are super fucking hard, and my dick is gone. I'm a Ken doll right now because it's goddamn
Oh my
fucking
God.
cold. It's it was minus 18 degrees Fahrenheit, which means minus 25 degrees Celsius. So fuck that. It's gonna
Meanwhile, over here, it's
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It may be
It was
cold.
a high of 45 today.
It may be cold, but
in yours.
It may be cold, but it's fine.
Like, you can go outside for a few hours and you're gonna be okay. Like,
See, over here, you can't even go outside longer than 30 seconds.
you gonna die.
You'll go die, and every boss is like, "You're still coming to work today, right?" And like like the news reports are saying like, "Don't go outside unless you absolutely have to." Everyone fucking has to. We got shit to do.
Gotta live, boy.
We're just lucky that the fucking we're just lucky that the fucking schools are closed. Speaking of schools,
Speaking of schools, what a segue.
that's,
Today's topic is our school, but I think just school in general. School memories, stories.
elementary,
school
high,
systems.
college, doesn't matter. Oh my god, we are
All of
fucking
it.
dying.
Oh, man.
I feel like we just ran through a marathon and now we're fucking just sick from this
Just-
goddamn marathon.
We came in first,
No, we didn't.
and we're puking. Okay. Rob came in last. I came in 50th.
If there's anything below last, that's where I came in. By the way, bless
You
you.
didn't even leave start.
No,
Oh, thank you.
As soon as I started running, I was like, I'm done. It's a fucking nightmare. Just like the school and second segue. I want to fucking die.
Would you like to start with the school things?
You go first.
I don't know what's going on. I just shoved more poutine in my face, and now I'm like gonna die.
Ew, you shoved poo in you? Ew! Fucking
If you,
gross, dude.
If you don't know what a poutine is, then you should go
Ew.
to Canada and eat one.
She shoved poo in her mouth.
um, yeah, school. Fuck school. Fuck school. That's all I have to say. I don't think I mean, I had some really good teachers, but I had a lot of shit teachers, and I think the school system needs a lot of work. I don't know. What was your, like, overall gist of what school you did to?
Very similar to how I feel right now. The whole time I was in school, I was just like, I want to fucking die. Because the Chicago school system is fucking just the worst. It is the absolute fucking just... I was part of a very bad elementary school where, like, I don't even remember, like, much of, like, my high school stuff. And I never went to college. I should. People, go to college. Don't be a failure like me. The elementary is where I have the most, like, memories. High school was just kind of boring because I went to an all-boy high school, and then I dropped out and I just got a GED. So everything is just like everything was just boring. So I don't have much high school stories. But elementary school is like I dealt with just the fucking worst kind of students and the worst kind of teachers. I had like maybe like 2 teachers that I liked. One was fired. No, I take it back. I had 3 teachers I liked. One was fired. One was good for the first year, but then she became kind of a bitch the last year I was there. And the other one was just like a substitute teacher that only had us do one batch of work, and then he just made us watch movies the rest of the class and ordered pizza.
Damn.
Yeah, he legit made us do nothing. He only made us...
I had that teacher.
I know. He only made us do the homework that... I'm going to have to edit a lot out of your coughing.
I'm so sorry.
No,
I am so sorry.
It's fine. I'm just going to have to try to at least, like, edit out. I'll only bring in the coughing where I interrupt while you cough. But he only had us...
I can't help it now.
Now let's play a game. No, let's play a game. Let's play This is a fucking terrible episode.
This is gonna be rough, everybody. Just sit in there.
You know,
Hang on to your shits.
I might just upload this whole episode. Raw uncut.
Fuck it, do it.
Except for the title, of course, like the intro. I'm not gonna edit out any cough or anything like that. This is this is sick ASMR. sick ASMR. Hey everyone, welcome back to welcome back.
I'm just gonna keep coughing so much more because you're making me laugh so hard.
Welcome back to another edition of ASMR coughing.
I'm crying. Like, not only do I have to cough, I'm laughing so hard. I'm burped. I'm crying.
I'm crying.
Oh, my abs. Ow.
Did you say
Ow.
ow your ass?
My abs.
Oh, I thought you said ow your ass.
No. Oh my god, what an episode.
So anyway,
Hello everybody, welcome back to
the teacher only had... God fucking...
I can't help it. Okay.
Okay. Phew. That's
Hello
all.
everybody, welcome.
Oh, I'm sweating. I'm so sweaty.
Oh my god, you think I'd be the sick one dying at this point.
Oh, I feel better already. Okay. Alright. Whew. Whew. Okay. What was that? Oh.
Swoop.
I'm gonna
Fuck.
title this the best worst episode ever. Oh. Okay. So anyway, the teacher only had us do work that fucking mattered. So he basically had us do the homework for that day. And after we were finished and he graded us, he just made us watch movies. So like, for example, we would watch Holes.
Nice.
Or Star Wars. Or whatever. Spy Kids. He made us watch one of the Spy Kids movies. So and I had a teacher that was very similar like that in high school, where like he made us do like one report, and then he just made us watch an episode of CSI Miami.
Huh?
So, which was fucking lit. So, but we couldn't watch the whole thing because we had to go to the next class, which was math, and that math teacher's a piece of shit. But we won't go there. So, but no, I've had some teachers that were just real bitches, real dirtbags, just the worst kind of people. You would have this one teacher who I forgot to mention. So I have 4 teachers that I liked. This one teacher who was like my computer teacher, and he was super fucking cool. He was just the cool. He photoshopped himself to make it seem like he was a stunt double in the Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire.
Oh my god.
So he's like, it was actually me in the suit, not Toby. Toby couldn't do his own stunts, so it was me. And it was like really convincing Photoshop, so we all believed him. But he had to retire for whatever reason, so we were all so sad when he was gone. Like, okay, did your school ever do picnics like during summer vacation when summer was about to start and the year was gonna be over? Did you ever have like outside picnics?
No.
Okay, well it was basically like you had like inflatable slides, little games you could play outside. They had treats. They had little sticker tattoos you could give. They had that. I can never know what it's called. Those little bags that you throw in the wood thing and you try to land in a hole.
Beanbag toss.
We had beanbag. Yeah, I never remember what it's called. We had beanbag toss, and
You take those little bags with the
the bags with
inside
some shit in it, and you just throw it.
Oh my god.
So anyway, we had those every year, right before summer vacation started. But that year, the only thing we ever focused on was saying goodbye to that computer teacher because he was so fucking cool. Like, especially all the girls there, they were crying. They were so sad that he was going.
Oh.
And the next year, their computer teacher was an absolute dirtbag.
Oh,
Was an
Jesus.
absolute dirtbag. The only time we had a replacement for a teacher, and it was actually cool, was his gym teacher. It was when I first came in there was this dude, and he was really he was a wimp. Like, he had the presence of like a military sergeant, but he was so lazy at his job. And he didn't really give a fuck about whatever the kids are doing. Is like, one kid gets hurt, go to the nurse. She'll give you a band-aid, you'll be fine. No, he broke his arm. He'll give him a band-aid, he'll be fine. He just genuinely didn't care. But the replacement, because I think he was fired, the replacement threw us all for a fucking loop, especially the boys. Like, because the newest gym teacher looked like Ellen DeGeneres. Like, she had like the short hair. She looked a bit stronger than Ellen, but she had the Ellen DeGeneres look.
Gay?
But she was very gay, yeah. Oh my god, she was very gay. But
My kind of teacher.
oh, trust, get ready for this. The first day is like, all right, everyone, my name is Helen. She looks like Ellen. Her name is Helen.
Oh my
Just
god.
my name is Helen. I'll be your new gym teacher for this year, and hopefully forever. And what I like to do is I like to get to know my students. So we all introduced us. It's like, what are your hobbies? Oh, you want to be a baseball player? That's cool. Hopefully, I'll help you come to the dream. All right, so today we're gonna do dodgeball, and you little pussies are not gonna cry. Okay, you understand me? If I see you cry, you're gonna get hit harder until you stop crying. Do I make myself clear? And everyone was like, oh shit. So she was a tough bitch. So everyone,
don't be a pussy.
yeah, don't be pussy.
Don't be pussy.
Don't be pussy. Eat
You
pussy.
can eat
Don't
the
be
pussy,
one.
but don't be pussy.
Do not be eaten like pussy. Anyway.
Oh my god.
But other than that, other than those teachers, I had this teacher that was I'm not gonna say her name, but close to abusive, like verbally abusive at least. She and like I just see one time where she whacked like some kid's butt with a ruler.
Oh.
Because like he was just bending down and she took it as he was trying to moon her. Because his crack was showing, but he was just bending down to pick up something. So she grabbed like a wooden stick and whipped him in the butt with it. And everyone was like, what the fuck? And then we turned later on, we realized that she wanted to be a nun. And I'm like, oh, well, this makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense. Fun story. Well, it's not fun. I tried to get her fired.
Did you really?
I actually tried to get her fired. And when I went to go complain to the principal in the school, they were on her side.
Of course they were.
Yeah, they didn't give a fuck about the students. So, that's that. So, yeah. Do you have any stories that you want to tell about, your life in either high school or elementary?
Well, I think most of my, bigger memories are in elementary school as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to a normal high school and finished it, unlike you, going to an all-boys one and dropping out and doing your own thing.
That's what was weird.
But my elementary school, my first principal that I had when I was there, he was awesome. If it was your birthday, he'd call you down to the office, and he had a pogo stick, and you could jump on his pogo stick as many times as the age you were turning. So, if you were turning 8, you'd jump 8 times on the pogo stick. It was sick.
See, we would never do that here. If it was a birthday, at least back when I'm not sure how it is now. But if it was your birthday, what they would do is all right, class, it is Robert's birthday here, so everyone say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Robert. Very good. All right, let's move on. And then you go to recess, and the kid would be like, "How old are you?" "I'm 11. All right, give me your arm. 1, 2, 3. They'll just punch you in the arm. It's 11 or 8 times. Depending on your age. That's all we did. That's how we Americans did it. And in Canada, you have a pogo stick. Canada 1, America 0.
That principal had a pogo stick. And normally if it was like a kid's birthday too in elementary school, your mom would like bake a bunch of cupcakes or treats or whatever. I guess that's probably not allowed anymore since the whole like allergies are everywhere kind of thing.
Yeah,
But back in the day, the good old days,
when nothing fucking mattered.
exactly, you would bring in like cupcakes for recess and lunch, and it'd be like it's your birthday and you're celebrating with your class kind of thing.
Hmm.
That was always really fun. But my second elementary principal that we got because the other one had retired, I think when I was in grade three or four. The second one, oh my god. My elementary school was on the news once because that principal
Oh.
decided to get a dog and let the
Oh.
dog roam around the halls. So this isn't good for kids who are one, scared of dogs, two, allergic to dogs or animals, and three, he never went around and picked up his dog's shit, and the dog would just shit freely around the fucking school. And this whole thing brought in the fucking news station to my shitty ass elementary school just to talk to some students and parents about if it's okay for him to have a dog in the school.
Oh wow.
And like it seemed pretty cool that we had a dog, but at the same time it's like I totally get it. Like that was not right. It was not right whatsoever.
Hmm.
And the poo thing, I never saw the poo until we were going to the computer lab for one of our classes, and our teacher accidentally stepped in it because it was right in front of the door.
Hmm.
And she freaked out and whatnot. eventually the dog got taken out and whatever. She wasn't allowed there.
You know that dog had the time of her life, just shitting everywhere.
Oh yeah, who wouldn't
It's like,
love that?
Fuck that. Actually, like, even though like I was in like my second or third year in high school, in a time where I even shouldn't be thinking about elementary school, and even today, I'm not even like I haven't thought about high school in like 4 fucking years, and I still think about my time in elementary school due to how traumatic it was for me. I remember one time I took my old dog for a walk around that school area, and the whole time I just flip it off every time I walk by it because of how much I hated it. Now, not normally, always, especially with my new dog now. Whenever he or she would shit, of course you have to clean it up.
Yeah.
Never did when she would shit in my old school. I never did. Because I was just like, fuck this school. It deserves the shit inside.
Yeah.
So, probably shouldn't admit that, but I'm admitting it because fuck that place. I refuse to name it, but fuck that place.
Oh well.
Yeah. It was summer vacation too, so there was, for the kids, so there was no kid walking by there getting sick or anything, so I thought like, whatever, just shit right there, and the janitors would clean us up later, because fuck them, they're assholes too. So.
Oh. Elementary is it was quite the I have a lot of issues with my elementary school because of the fact that they thought I had a learning disability and didn't talk to my parents at all and would pull me out of French class because I thought I was too stupid to learn a second language.
Oh my god, that sounds like my school.
Yeah, and so I had to go and do like reading comprehensions and whatever, and I passed them all the time, but it was like 3 years of me doing this like fucking class while I should have been learning fucking French. And my mom fought with the school consistently about it because I have a late birthday. Everyone else in the class, I don't really remember how it works in the States, but basically if you're born in like January or February, you're gonna be the oldest kid, right, in your class. And in I think November and December babies, they get to choose if they want to be the youngest or they could wait an extra year and be put in school and be the oldest in their class. So my mom kept me with my age group because that's what it should be is if you're born in this year, this is when you're going to school, no matter what kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I was with people who were born in 93, like me, and most of them had spring birthdays or summer birthdays when they weren't, around.
Yeah.
I, being born in November, I'm almost a year behind half of these kids. Because, sorry about it. Like, it's not my fault my parents got freaky on Valentine's Day. um, so, my mom tried to fight them so hard, saying, like, do you not understand that she's a kid that doesn't like to read and she's a year younger than them, basically? So, this is
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
So eventually they took me out and then threw me into French class and thought I would catch up. And it's like, yeah, I've missed 3 years of French.
Today, Alyssa, your report, you're going to read this entire book in French, so go ahead, do it now. I can't. Yeah, my school never did the birthday thing. Like, we never really, like, did shit. Like, no one cared if you were the oldest or the youngest or whatever you were born in. So, like, most of the time, we'll just forget if it's your birthday. Unless, like, someone says, my birthday tomorrow, and we're like, oh, it is? Oh, shit. Like, that's it. Trying to remember, though, like, the school was stupid because, literally, at least for me, like, I was having a lot of issues, like, being in this new school because me and my family just moved to this old area in Chicago. It was getting kind of bad, so we moved to this area, which is a lot nicer. And I went to the school closest to my house. And the first year I was there, it was like 3rd grade or something like that. And I didn't know anybody, and I wasn't the most popular kid in school. The kids who were bullied the most bullied me as well. So like
Oh,
even
jeez.
the geekiest dudes were picking on me. So even the teachers didn't really like me so much. So it was not a great year, and I was having a lot of issues just because I was just I hated this class. I was having difficulty learning because I just so didn't want to be here, and the teachers took it as, all right, so yeah, miss, your son's probably retarded. We're gonna have to send him to special ed. So that's fun.
Oh my god.
This was back at a time where like bullying wasn't really talked about so much. Like, okay, yeah, this is like early 2000, like 2003. But even then, at least like where I'm from, bullying wasn't discussed so much. If you were bullied, like, you weren't supposed to go to a teacher. You were supposed just to either ignore them, or like defend yourself, but don't fight. Defend yourself, but don't fight. And everyone's like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
So, I think I tried to defend myself at one bully, and I got the most in trouble.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and my parents were super pissed about that. So yeah, and it always felt like they were just looking for any reason. If you feel like it's mostly just you they're attacking, and even today in your adult life, you always feel like it's you that's getting the most attacked. But I'm sure this happened with a lot of kids. It always felt like they kept finding a reason to suspend you.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you're like the least favorite student out of everybody, and if you found a teacher that liked you, the rest of school never understood why. So, I'm gonna tell you a story about the first time I was ever suspended. You were going
shit.
You probably won't flip this much because you'll hear the story and you'll be like, you know what? That sounds like you now. If we were with a group of friends right now, all our age, this would be something you would do.
Oh no,
So-
I'm scared.
Though the second time I was suspended, you will fucking flip. So, anyway, so I was 10, I think, and already still, this is my first year in this school. My first fucking year in this school, and we just all got a gym, and we all played like basketball or something like that. And I'm, like, I wasn't that bad of a basketball player, so I was like the only time the kids kind of like liked me. This one kid had this really funny line where like we all did like the huddle up thing. Or like, everyone huddle up. All right, everyone listen. We suck. Okay, let's go. And that's it. And that's a phrase I still say to this day. But you know how like mostly when it comes to football, like American football, I'm talking about. The players would like just give like a quick spank to other players. I did that to all the other kids.
Oh no.
Yeah, and the amount of times I've been called gay in that class was just endless. This was back when like like no one even thought twice about being called gay or the F word or anything like that.
I didn't know what gay was until middle school.
This is the first time I even knew what gay was, yeah. Like, after they called me gay, I'm like, what's that? Yeah, I had no idea what they were talking about. But, you know, I was just doing the football thing. But sports, I saw it on TV. They suspended me for that.
That's not something you suspend a kid over.
They thought that was a reason. They thought you could fucking suspend someone for just doing the quick little just, like that. And my mom was livid. My mom was so fucking livid. My dad was so confused. My dad was like, and like I'm crying at home, like, man, I smacked him in the, I smacked him in the butt. And my dad goes, first of all, my dad's thinking this is absurd. So I tell him like, I smacked him in the butt like football players would. And then my dad goes, all right, then what else you do? And I go, and then that's it. They're suspending you for doing the football thing. Yeah. And he goes, all right, whack my hand like you did with the kids. With the kids' butts. And you got suspended for that? Like, my dad was so confused. And my mom
my God.
Mostly went to the meetings going, are you high? Are you people high? She hated them and they hated her. Ugh. Not to mention the school I went to, the principal was the sister of our mayor at the time.
Wow.
So, yeah. So, she definitely hated her. So, that was fun. And by suspended, I only was like in like the principal's office doing my homework. That was it. That was literally the only thing I did. And it was so fucking miserable. The second time I got suspended, this one will make you flip. Because I legit did nothing wrong. I legit did nothing wrong here. So, I was with some girl, some really just nerdy girl. And I didn't really like her too much. Like, she and I was just assigned to the same class, so we were waiting outside in the hallway. Did your school ever, like, you had to wait outside the hallway in a line before the class opened? Did you ever do that in elementary?
In the morning before school started, you had to be in a lineup.
Each classroom we had to be in, like, when we were on our way, we had to wait in a line until the teacher was there.
Wow.
Yeah, so it almost felt like I was in the military. Or jail. You know what? I can compare the school to jail. So
yeah, school is jail.
Yeah. So we were both just, me and this girl were just really bored. So we started singing we kept singing that song.
Yeah.
Because we were just fucking bored. And the music teacher was like, by the way, that's my dog making some noises if you can hear that. My dog suddenly woke up from bed. So now I'm worried he wants something while I'm in the podcast.
Oh no.
This is exactly what happened a year ago. Sidetracking here really quick. A year ago, well actually today is Bell Let's Talk today. And a year ago, Lurk did a podcast on Twitch, had 3 people on her Twitch, and we were all talking about, you know,
mental health and shit.
And I was your second guest?
I think so.
As soon as I was live with you, like the second I was live with you, my dog had to poop. And he jumped
exactly
in the bed.
a year ago today. Like,
exactly a year ago today. my dog jumped out of bed, and he had to shit. He had to shit so bad, like out of nowhere. He can no longer hold it. A second ago, he was like sound asleep. So I don't know how his timing is impeccable. So he's walking around, and I'm trying to talk with Lurk, and I just hear him decide. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, dog. We're talking. We talk for like what, half an hour? Not even
Half an hour or so, yeah.
And all of a sudden, as soon as like you hung up on me and talked to the next person, I heard
Shit.
it was everywhere.
Oh no.
It was everywhere.
Oh my god.
And I was in the waiting lobby with everyone else, and they were all like, What was that?" And I go, "It was my dog shitting in my room." And they were fucking crying, laughing like, "Oh my god." Hi, Chopper. Yes, I'm talking about you shitting in my room. Come here. You go sit in my lap now. Okay, he's in my lap now.
Chopper, shit on him.
Don't you fucking dare. I will throw you out the goddamn... No, I won't. So, anyway, back to... Oh, yeah, and a year ago now, he's almost doing it again. Just whining until I have him in my lap, and he should be okay now. Anyway, so... we're waiting in the lobby, just waiting for the teacher to unlock this class. So we were singing this in the jungle, we were singing that, and in the end of the hallway, the music teacher, a different teacher, like, is looking at us. And I did something where, like, I put my face in front of her face, not super close, far enough, where, like, we're not breathing into each other. Just like not even remotely close. But I just go in front of her face and I say, and we're just singing, making a silly face. And she thought I kissed her.
What?
The music teacher thought I kissed her, so she called us in, and then she immediately, without telling me what was the reason why I was, getting yelled at, she immediately takes us both downstairs to the principal's office. And, she goes to me, and she says, "Did you kiss whatever her name was?" And I go, What? No! No! God, no! Oh, God, no! No! She puts me back in the waiting room, and then she goes to whatever her name was, and she said that I did kiss her.
What the fuck?
And I got suspended for that. Once again.
Why? Who gives a shit? Kids do shit. Like, if you did kiss her, so what?
They didn't have the same opinions. And, like, my mom calls me and, like, they tell her, like, "Yeah, we caught your son kissing a girl." My dad would probably be like, "That's my boy." But my mom is like, "Bobby, what did I tell you? You're not supposed to do that in school." And I had to tell her, "Mom, I didn't do it. I swear to God I didn't." And my mom believed me because she could hear my voice that I'm being charged with something that I didn't do.
Yeah.
And the teacher's yelling at me by pointing her finger in my face. Like, she's like doing the finger wag in front of me. That made my mom super pissed.
Oh my god.
So my mom never got along with literally anybody in the school, except for one teacher. But, like, they hated her, she hated them. So.
Wow, elementary school was rough for you.
It was a pure nightmare. It was such a nightmare. So that's why I think about it more than high school, because high school was just fucking boring. I went there for 2 years and I left and I got homeschooled and that's it. Done is done. I haven't thought about it in like 4 fucking years. So, yeah, I don't know. Those are the 2 memories I think about the most. And, I fucking hate that school so much. I hate it. I hated it. So,
I never got suspended or anything because I was a good kid, except for
well,
the 2
lucky
detentions I got.
You. Lucky you.
My very first detention was in kindergarten. And honestly, I don't think it was my fault. I think I was justified in every way possible. Because these 2 guys sitting next to me started pushing each other around
Mm-hmm.
and one pushed the other one into me, so I shoved him back. And
hey, you defended yourself.
exactly, but all three of us got sent into the corner.
Oh my god.
And I was like, this is fucking stupid. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. They were the ones roughhousing and shit. And then my next detention, it was the stupidest one of all time. So this teacher was, I think this was her first, like, her own class kind of thing. So not being a substitute, she actually has a class full time. And, my mom and my friend's mom helped her out quite often. Like, they were constantly at the school doing stuff for her and helping out.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was younger, I was in so many like extracurricular activity kind of things, not to do with school, but like I was in like 4 or 5 different dance classes on top of doing Girl Guides and playing 3 sports. So I didn't have time to do anything outside of school. And this teacher wanted us to bring in a poster board so we could work on our projects that we had to do the next day. And it totally slipped my mind because guess what I had to do after school? I had like 3 dance classes, sports practice, and then Girl Guides. So there's no way that I had time to go get a poster board. And I go to school the next day, and she gave me a fucking detention. I had to stay after school when my mom's waiting to pick me up and shit. I had to stay after school for like 20, 30 minutes because I didn't bring a poster board. I thought that was completely unfair because there was kids in my class that just couldn't afford poster board either.
Yeah.
And it's like, what, you're punishing these kids because they don't have the means in their family to have this? And like, really? Like, I'd get the project done. It's not like it was due that day or anything. It was just to work on it.
Jesus.
My mom was livid with her.
Yeah.
I know my mom was also pissed off with my kindergarten teacher too because she had said something along the lines of being frustrated with, like, I don't know the whole story, but she was basically frustrated with how kids are.
It's like, wow, a kindergarten teacher then.
He shouldn't be a teacher in general. And my mom just looked at her and said, wait until you have kids and then you'll understand and you will eat the words that you just said.
Yeah.
And it was a year or 2 after I was in her kindergarten class that she had a kid. And she, because my mom was out of school all the time helping and stuff, that she saw her and was like, you know what, you were right. Like, I am so sorry. And, like, yeah, you don't know shit. If you're a teacher and you don't like kids, then don't fucking teach. And if you're a teacher that doesn't have a kid or hasn't had a kid yet, you need to take some sort of class to know how to deal with kids.
Yeah, there's a lot of teachers that just should not be. It honestly felt like if a teacher was in a bad mood, she would just take it out on the students. You know what? That actually happened in the old school I was in before I went to the new school that was a lot worse. And back in the old house I used to live in, she flat out said, I cannot believe that this is real. I legit am having trouble believing that this actually happened. But I was there. I saw it. This teacher walked in, and she goes, okay, kids, so I had a fight with my husband today before work, so I'm gonna take my anger out on you. That shit you see in a fucking comedy.
Oh my god.
That shit you see in, like, the sitcom Mothers. Like, if Anna Faris is ever in a movie where she's a teacher, that's a line she would say.
Yeah.
It is so absurd. She actually kind of looked like Anna Faris too, but like not as hot. So, like, she walked in, and the voice was not as annoying.
Oh my god.
But she was just like, "Alright, kids, I had a really bad fight with my husband, so I'm gonna take all my anger on you." And she wasn't joking. She was like, not like a fucking kid would get that joke.
Oh
But
my
like,
god.
she legit was really bitchy to us. And she did the whole thing where like a kid would raise her hand, "Hey, miss, can I go to the bathroom?" "I don't know, can you?"
Oh, I hate that shit.
And he's like, "Oh fuck, you want me to shit in the seat? I'll shit in the class right now.
Actually-
if that's what you want."
Great segue into a story I have from
Oh,
grade
you actually did
2.
shit in the classroom once.
Well, not me.
Sure, okay.
So we were sitting down to have like story time and whatever.
Story time.
And this is the whole reason why I hate the name Justin too.
Uh-oh. Sorry for all the Justins out there.
Sorry to this kid named Justin. I don't I didn't want to name anybody, but it's the whole reason why I hate the fucking name.
Don't you have a friend named Justin on stream?
I do, but it's not him.
Okay, good.
Oh my god. He asked the teacher if he could go to the bathroom, but she was giving some like announcements kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "Can you just wait a second until I'm done?" And he's like, "Yeah, no problem."
That's fair.
And then 2 seconds later, he shits everywhere. Shat everywhere. There's just shit. There's just shit everywhere. It smelled disgusting. All of us were fucking horrified. No one talked to this kid after. I think he must have moved away shortly after that, to be honest, because I have not seen this guy since he shat himself.
Blame him. Oh my god.
If you needed to go so bad, why did you say you could wait?
This is how fast that apparently happened. "Hey teacher, can I go to the bathroom?" "Yeah, after I finish with the announcers, okay, Justin?" "Yeah, no problem at all."
Shit everywhere. I'm sure even if he fucking was given the okay to go to the bathroom, he would have shat himself in the hallway because the bathrooms from our class were on the other side of the school.
So were mine. It was a nightmare. Sometimes I would just ask to go to the bathroom, and I never had to go. I just needed to get the fuck out of those people. But I would come in, and I just hear some kid just going, "Nyeh."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's why now, today, when I hear just some dude in the bathroom going, "Urgh," I fucking cry laughing, and I have to hold it in together.
Because he was that kid in elementary school.
It's the same dude.
Same dude, he's still the same.
That happened when I was in England. I went to a fucking Nando's, went to the bathroom, heard some dude in the bathroom going, "Eat." In a Nando's. A Mexican restaurant.
Oh my god.
His asshole was gone.
God, boy.
You know, that reminds me of this other story. This is gonna be the most Rob story you've ever heard, okay?
Oh no.
I was 6. Keep that in mind. I was 6. 20 years ago. Holy shit, 20 years ago. Okay, 20 years ago. Did I say 20 years ago? 20 years ago. I was in recess. And as a kid, I always called it Reese's, like the candy.
Oh my god.
I was just really hungry for Reese's. But we were in recess. And I had to shit so bad. And this was back when I was afraid of shitting in public places.
Oh no.
In a way, I still kind of am. Like, I still don't like going to a restaurant and having to take a dump. Like, something about shitting in a public place is weird.
I mean,
Now,
if you gotta poop, you gotta poop.
Yeah, now I do it all the fucking time. I do it all the fucking time now. It was like, I did it before I went in the plane for Vancouver. Like, I was in the O'Hare Airport in Chicago, and before my plane left, I was like, I need to use the bathroom. I'll leave my mark right before I leave this country. All right, let's go.
Good to go. I pooped.
They made that noise, too. Made the pop noise.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, so I had to shit so bad. I had to shit the whole day I was there. Like, as soon as I went to class, my mom dropped me off at school, I had to poop. And I held it in for the entire 5 hours I was there. And I was in pure agony. Each kid was like, kids liked me in this class, thankfully. So each kid was like, Bobby, come on, you're it. We're playing tag, you're it. I can't move. So I go down the slide just to try to ignore it. And as soon as I get off the slide, all across my butt. Just. I was thanking the Lord I was wearing black, like, pants. So nothing was showed. And I'm just thinking, oh no. What am I gonna do? I have a shitty ass. What am I gonna do? Nothing. I can't do anything. I legit can't do anything. So we had to go back to class. And I waddled like a penguin. back to class, and I sat down. As soon as I sat down in my seat,
oh my god! Oh.
And one kid only brought it up like, who farted?
Oh jeez!
And I wanted to say, it's not a fart. It's not a fart. My mom picks me up. I sit in the buggy, and she drops me off. I waddle back in my room, and I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I close my door. I take my pants off. I hold up my underwear. It is shitty. I didn't know what to do. I legit didn't know what to do. So I put it in the back of my TV. I threw it behind my entertainment center.
Why didn't you go to the bathroom?
I did after I threw the shitty underwear behind my TV.
But why didn't you go to the bathroom to take off your shit?
I was 6 years old. And my mom
Did your mom ever find it?
Well, an hour later, my mom comes in my room, and she goes, what's that smell? And I'm just like, I don't know. And she's like, what? No, seriously, what is that horrendous thing? It's coming from the TV. Bobby? Yes, mommy dearest? What's this? I shit myself. And my mom didn't yell at me. She's like, no, don't do that. You're lucky it didn't spill anywhere else. It seems to be covered. We're just going to throw this away now.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I shit myself. Well, I didn't say that. I didn't know what shit meant, so I just said, I went poopy. Poopy. And, yeah, it's another classic story.
Oh my god.
Now tell me, is that not the most Rob thing you've ever heard?
Literally, I could see you doing that now.
Now, I don't mean just people named Rob. I mean me. Me. That's the
Just
most
him.
me thing.
I don't see anyone else I know named Rob doing that. Just you.
Just me. Who else would shit themselves? No matter what age. Shit themselves and put the shitty underwear ass. With the shitty underwear behind the TV at an entertainment center.
I can't even. I really can't even.
You got any other stories?
I do, actually. The whole,
Go ahead.
suspended stuff. When I was in grade...
Yes.
Oh, it must have... Grade 5. It would have been grade 5.
Mm-hmm.
I never got... Like I said, I've never been suspended. I was an angel, except for those 2 times that shouldn't have been a fucking detention. But,
Yeah. Which, by the way, lucky!
in grade 5, there was this one girl who started spreading rumors about how she made out or kissed this other girl in her class.
Oh.
And
Wait, was this high school or elementary?
this was grade 5, so elementary school.
Okay.
And honestly, I had no idea what the fuck was going on, because in grade 5, I had my best friend, who's like a semi-professional cosplayer now.
Nice.
We played tetherball every recess and lunch, and
What's
we
tetherball?
wrecked. Okay, so it's a pole that's been cemented into the ground, and there's a giant. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we rocked that because the rule was for the tetherball courts that it's whoever gets there first gets to play, but whoever loses has to leave the court, and the winner can stay on the court for as many, until they lose.
Right.
And we rocked it. There was just these other two guys that were always so determined to beat us, and they would beat us sometimes, but we would always get them. So I had no idea about the fucking drama and shit that was going on, except for the fact that my mom looked after this one guy after school since kindergarten. He would always come over to my house after school, and then his mom would come pick him up from us. So like, she didn't have to pay for daycare and shit. We helped, and he got suspended, and
Rude.
he got suspended for spreading that rumor around when it wasn't even like it was did you ever have noon hour supervisors? So it was like parents or like random people that would be at the school wearing like a neon vest that would just stand around the playground and made sure the kids didn't get hurt or run away.
Never a parent, but it was like security guards or like hall monitors would just make sure that everything was good.
Oh shit, we had like parents and stuff that would wear vests and they'd be around.
That would probably be better.
I think so.
Yeah. What the fuck's a hall monitor gonna do?
Right. So they caught him telling someone else about it, and there was at least like 5 people that got suspended for spreading a rumor.
Oh my god.
And
no gossip allowed in this school.
No, literally, like, it was like you weren't allowed to talk to anybody about anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so weird. And what the? Oh, hello, Spaz. My God, it's like, what the fuck? Hi.
The same time your cat's talking to me, the same time my dog's being a shithead. Right. Come here. People, ladies and gentlemen, special guest, our pets.
It still blows my mind, though, that people were suspended for spreading a rumor when this chick didn't get in trouble at all, and she basically got a little slap on the wrist, and it somehow involved. Oh yeah, because my friend that I played tetherball with, she got suspended for spreading this rumor too. Which I don't even know when she would have done that.
They were suspended for tattletaling, basically. Like, telling people.
Yes and no, I guess.
Which none of the kids in my school understood why that was a thing.
It was just like people spread shit if someone says something like, "Oh, did you hear that this is what happened?"
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember being like, "Oh, did you hear about this?" I don't like, and I didn't, like I said, I didn't know what gay was.
Yeah, you're just like, kissing another girl? That's gross.
I was just so confused by the whole thing, and then it turned into this huge thing where the girl who started the whole thing about the other girl brought her flowers and like someone else flowers to apologize for everything, and she had to apologize to all the people that got suspended too.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it was because she told the principal or something that they were spreading rumors or something when she was the one who started it.
Yeah.
But it was insane. Like, it was dumb. The dumb thing for an elementary school.
That is very dumb. Here's an interesting story for you. This just shows, at least back then, not just how stupid elementary school was, but just how stupid just everyone was back then. Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this might get a little dark, but this is something that happened, and this just shows just how stupid people were. And it's scary that this happened in a school. So 9/11 happened, and it's a day, and I was getting ready for school, and the routine was right before school, me and my mom would get up an hour early, so we could an hour early before I had to go get ready, which took an hour. So we woke up an hour early so we could watch, Arthur or Dragon Tales or whatever PBS show was on at the time. And I think at that day it was Dragon Tales. And my dad comes in the room and goes, y'all might want to change the channel. And we were like, no, we're watching Dragon Tales. And he goes, okay, all right, okay. I'm just letting you know. You might want to change the channel. That's all I want to know. Walks away. 20 minutes later. All right, y'all really need to change the channel right now. And we're like, no. And he never said why. And he changed it just for himself. And we saw what was happening. And everyone, it's like me and my mom just both were just like, oh, shit. And I had to go to school anyway. A lot of other schools around the country were closed. Mm-hmm. Hell, a lot of jobs were closed. Not my school. So my mom took me to school, and my mom immediately went to the principal's office and goes, What the hell? What the actual hell? And they're like, what? Why is school open today? They're like, why shouldn't it be open today? And my mom's like, I'm sorry, what? Do you not? It's on TV right now. It's on TV right fucking now. Look at the TV. And the principal was like, oh, what? What? The thing in New York City? That's not here. What? I think that's legitimately what they said. It's not here, so what? Why?
Oh my god. And
my mom goes, what are you talking about? She's like, it's just the plane, right? The plane that crashed into the tower? What's wrong? Do you not know? And the teacher goes, what? A second plane just hit! And the principal goes, oh. oh, no, you don't say. They change the channel and they see, oh, look, the Pentagon just got hit too. And my mom's like, oh my god, so are you gonna go ahead and just send everyone home? And the principal goes, no, I think we'll be okay.
Oh my god.
So my mom stayed at the principal's office just until, she wanted to make sure if anything happened, she'll get me the fuck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And literally the only thing that the school did was an intercom. Shring! Hi class, not class, hi everyone. So there's a TAC today. So, let's have a moment of silence. Okay, have a good day at school. Ding! It wasn't that quick, but it was like fucking quick.
My good god. Everywhere else was taken out of school. I mean, I was in school, but I'm not in America.
Yeah, I'm sure that makes sense if like in England or Canada or whatever. Even though Canada's super close, but like in America, like no one should be going anywhere that day because who fuck knows what's going on,
Yeah.
And then like I think like I remember it was a Tuesday, so I think that Thursday or Friday, the school did your school do school presidents?
No.
Okay, we had a school president, and he was like, I don't know, maybe 8. And no, he wasn't 8. He was 11. That was so far off. He was 11, and we had like, I don't know, maybe 50 balloons that were the colors of the red, white, and blue. Mm-hmm. And they go, all right, so this is just an abridged version of what the kid basically said. All right, so 9/11 sucked. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna release these 50 balloons, and in respect for the victims. So when I say release the balloons, we're gonna release them, okay? And all the kids are like, yeah. All right, 1, 2, release the balloons. Everyone releases the balloons. Like 40% of them got like caught in wires.
Oh my god.
While like the other 10% was just flying, and we're just all looking at the wire, caught in the wires, and we're like, okay, let's go back inside. It's really hot outside. So that was that school. And
Jesus.
Yeah. What about you? Do you have anything else?
Um, uh, I had to see the school counselor in middle school because this girl that I was in I think was it grade two? It was grade 2 or 3 that uh, we met each other, and her mom shoved her on me so hard to be fucking friends because she couldn't make friends easily and whatnot. By the time we got into middle school, she made sure that school knew to make sure that she was in every single one of my classes. So she always had somebody. And I guess I got sick of her. I don't know what the fuck actually happened, but something upset her, and I had a class that was taught by 2 different teachers, so that was hard enough as it is trying to learn from 2 different teaching styles.
Right.
And one of the teachers just so happened to be the counselor, so she made us come. She took us out of class and made us talk about our shit.
Her actual shit.
Yeah.
Gross.
And our friendship basically, I mean, it ended in grade 9, like almost near the end of grade 9, because I had had enough.
Right.
Oh, here's a fucked up story for you.
Oh, here we go.
Grade 7. It was a 6-7 split class that I was in. And oh my god. This one girl, so I hung out with people from my class, obviously, and right outside our classroom, we were on the 2nd level. There was a door outside, and there was a little hangover kind of thing, and then stairs down into a parking lot, and we would sit out there for lunch and whatever. And this one friend of ours, I don't know what came over her that day, but she decided to tell us what she likes to do for fun when she's at home by herself. And she told us that she likes to choke herself. And we were like, you shouldn't do that. That's not right, and blah, blah, blah. And she, like, this is after telling us, too, that she's extremely depressed.
Okay.
So we told her, like, she needs to go get help, like, and talk to someone. She turns around and goes and tells our teacher that we told her to go kill herself. So our teacher pulls us out of the class, me and this other girl that were trying to help her. And she's like, okay, so blah, blah, blah said that you girls were telling her she should kill herself. And we're like, no. She told us that she wants to kill herself, that she's really depressed, and that she chokes herself for fun. And we were telling her to stop doing that, and she needs to go get help. And she never hung out with us again after that. Her mom came and picked her up from class. I think later that day or the next day, came and took her out of class, and she started to see the counselor, but she never was in our class again. And I've never seen her since.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's wow. That's a little darker than my 9/11 story.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Wow.
That pissed me the fuck off. Like, if people are trying to help you, don't be saying they're doing opposite. Like,
and you said this was what grade?
Grade 7.
Okay, so alright, so this is still elementary.
No, this is middle school.
Middle school.
Unless you go to a elementary school that is K-7 or whatever.
Mine was at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, wow, that's fucked up.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Let's talk, Dave.
Yeah, yeah. Here are 2 quick stories that are very super quick, but like they still leave an impact to me. So I had a substitute one day, and this is the only time I actually felt bad for a teacher dealing with some kids, Because okay, the whole Jake Paul song thing, you know, my teacher never taught me that. Like
My teacher never taught me that.
Yeah, it is shitty that you're like a 21-year-old kid still ranting about high school, you know, or like middle school, whatever. And in a lot of situations, like a lot of teachers got to deal with really shitty kids.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of times it's not because the teacher's a dick, it's because they're a dick. But a lot of times, yeah, we dealt with a lot of shitty teachers. And especially me, I dealt with almost all of them in Chicago. They were all in the same school I went to. Except for this one. This one, I could tell had a really bad day, but she was doing her best. Well, she came, when the class was almost over, she went back to our classroom before we were done with whatever classroom we were into. Because I think we were watching some science movie in a different classroom. So we all went there for a little bit to watch this movie. And then we came back, we see that our substitute teacher is fucking livid about something. And we're just like, what happened? Like, Chris, what did you do? We immediately like blamed another student. Someone stole her wallet.
Are you serious?
So she immediately locks down the classroom. We're all fucking in. And then the main principal comes up. The main principal. The principal comes upstairs and goes, all right, no one's going anywhere. Where's her wallet? And it took one kid to get up and say, yeah, hi. We weren't in the fucking room when your wallet was like apparently taken. We were all in the other classroom. You were there with us. There is no chance in a holy hell that any of us had anything to do with your wallet being stolen. And the principal looked at the other teacher and went, okay, you can go. So it took that kid to save our bacon, basically. Because we were all like, we didn't do anything. But like at the time, we were like, they're an adult. You're not supposed to raise your voice at an adult. But this one kid was like, no. We did fuck all. The second quick little story. So you had vice principals, right?
Yeah.
In Canada? Okay. Would you agree that a lot of times, sometimes the vice principals were more scary than the actual principals?
Yeah.
Okay. So our school was definitely that. Our vice principal was fucking terrifying. She was the one that waved her finger at me when she was yelling at me for not making out with that girl.
Yeah.
So she was horrifying. She was so scary. And I just never imagined her outside of like the school life. I always thought that she lived in the school in a dungeon. Torturing students that are in detention or something like that. Or yelling at other kids that also did nothing wrong like I did. They were, I never thought. So one day, my dad took me to my cousin's house because she just had a baby. So it was this big, party and everything, welcoming the baby to our home. And we drive, and it's like an hour-long drive from where she lives. It's not in Chicago. It's somewhere else in Illinois. So it's an hour-long drive, and once you're there, I don't think about school. I feel like I'm free from that zone. This is a new area. It's really nice. I don't have to think about that area. Apparently, my cousin's next door neighbor is my vice principal.
Oh no.
Like she is my vice principal. And first time I saw, I was like, "Is that?" I'm gonna just change her name. Is that Miss Jones? Is that? No. That. Oh my God, that's Miss Jones. Oh my God, that's Miss Jones. Dad, I want to go home. And my dad, just like, he's like, Bob, what's wrong? Miss Jones, how are you doing? What are you doing over here? Oh, you're Jennifer's neighbor. Oh, how about that, Bobby? Look who it is. It's Mrs. Jones.
Oh my God.
And she was actually like really nice. I never saw her smile once. And like she saw me like just like playing with the baby, just like playing with the toys, making the baby laugh. At the time, I was good with kids. Now I fucking hate kids. And I can hear her saying to my dad, "Wow, it's so strange seeing Bobby and being a normal child."
What?
I know. And now as an adult, I'm looking back at when she said that. I'm just thinking, yeah, you see me now finally being a normal child. Maybe that you should fix your school so you can see more people be normal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when we're not in your class, we're happy. How about that, huh? So, yeah. That's about the only memories I can really think about of my awful school. And like I said, high school, nothing really much to brag about. It was just basic, boring shit since I was an all-boys school. I got along with the kids, with the boys just fine. A lot of them I don't talk to anymore. But no, for real reason. I just stopped.
Yeah, I don't talk to anybody from high school.
And I don't even think I would want to. I want to forget about that life as much as I can. So that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Really quick, I had a swimming teacher in high school that was so fucking funny.
Swimming
What?
teachers. Your school had a pool?
Yeah, we had a
Shit.
pool in our pool. And we had swimming lessons a lot. So I'm a decent swimmer. I can float like a turd.
Oh my god.
The swimming teacher would say that. Float like a turd. Come on, let's go. This swimming teacher, try to wrap your head around this. He was in a wheelchair. He had a wooden leg and an eye patch. He was 80 years old, and he died the next year.
Was he able to teach kids how to swim?
I don't know, but he was really good at it. He never was in the pool with us, but I remember it was the most weirdest thing I've ever seen. And then he goes, the first day we meet him, we go, all right, kids, huddle up. Well, let me do my old man voice. All right, kids, huddle up. Come here. So I want to tell you all about my wife. My wife is a vegetable. She has no arms, no legs, no eyes for that matter. We have to feed her through a spoon. And all the kids are like, what the fuck? And then the teacher goes, I'm kidding, she's dead.
Is that real life?
Yeah, that actually happens. And then he died the next year, and all the kids were so sad because he was so funny. He was so funny.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And that's about all I can really remember of my high school days.
What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
And, yeah. So, she's a vegetable. She has no arms or legs or eyes. I had to feed her through a straw. I'm just kidding. She's dead.
What the fuck?
And his wife wasn't even dead. We saw her a couple days ago. She's fine. She's in her 50s.
What the fuck?
I sound like I'm making this up. I swear to God.
How? What?
Let me tell you about my wife. Oh, he was such a cool dude. He was so funny. Yeah, I think he got me liking dark humor because, oh man. He told teenagers this one joke. He's like, so here's a joke for you. So two Russian farmers, go by this stranger's farm and they see a goat. The one farmer looks at his friend and goes, watch this. Looks at this one goat, slaps him across the face so hard that he spins around and he begins to screw the goat from behind. And already that's making the kids laugh. And they go, wait, there's more. So while he's having sex with his goat, he looks at his friend and goes, you want to try this? And the friend goes, hell yeah, I do. Just don't hit me that hard. Get it?
Oh my god.
This dude was fucking just savage. He was the most... That is the definition of savage. That guy right there. He was the most savage, one-legged swimming teacher I have ever met in my life.
One-legged swimming teacher in a wheelchair and an eye patch.
And died the next year.
What the I'm still like, what?
You're right. My life is a sitcom.
Your life literally is. That just adds to it. No wonder you're so fucking weird.
That's the one teacher I think about always. I can't remember his name, but he was fucking cool.
Oh my god.
Shout out to his. wife that no legs or eyes or arms. That's dead, but is not because she's fine.
What
so,
the fuck?
So on that note,
On that note, what the fuck?
do you have any other stories or no?
No, what the fuck?
That's all. This is all Lurk can think about right now.
What? I hope everyone else is kind of like, what the fuck did we just listen to? Because
this is the most wild episode we've ever done.
what the fuck?
I swear on my life that was real. That's real. That was a real teacher. May he rest.
What the fuck?
I remember because all the students were like legitimately sad that he died. Because they were like, oh, he was so funny. He was so funny. He was so dark.
What the...
No, I'm just kidding. She's dead. She wasn't dead. She was fine.
Oh my god, I think this is the note. This is a note and a half to end on.
Oh my god. So, everyone, what's your weird school experience? Like, do you remember high school or elementary school? Or are you, more put together than us and never think about it? Yeah.
Fuck.
That's all Lurk can think about right now. Lurk is absolutely disturbed.
I'm broken. I just...
By the way,
What?
did you hear
Who?
that?
Yeah,
you
what
hear
was that?
That's Chopper.
He's like, I got to poop.
Yeah, he's like trying to open my drawer.
I'm gonna poop on your clothes.
He's gonna like me going down that slide.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
Oh
everyone,
my God.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Get These Straight. This is probably gonna be now my favorite episode. I will absolutely listen to this repeatedly, because especially that beginning. That beginning was fucking hilarious.
That was 10 out of 10. Nailed it. First try.
That should have been the whole podcast. Just me trying to say anything. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and always remember to fuck bitches and level up. I am Rob.
I am Lurk.
And we will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What the fuck?